नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये। गजाननं भूतगणातिसेवितं कपित्थजम्बूफलसारभक्षितम् उमासुतं शोकविनाशकारणं नमामि विघ्नेश्वरपादपङ्कजम्। आपदामपहर्तारं दातारं सर्वसम्पदां लोकाभिरामं श्रीरामं भूयो भूयो नमाम्यहम्। आर्तानामार्तिहन्तारं भीतानां भयनाशनं दुषतां कालदण्डं तं रामचन्द्रं नमाम्यहम्। रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेदसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीतायाः पतये नमः। कूजन्तं राम रामेति मधुरं मधुराक्षरम् आरुह्य कविता शाखां वन्दे वाल्मीकिकोकिलं। वाल्मीकिर्मुनिसिंहस्य कवितावनचारिणः शृण्वन् रामकथानादं को न याति परां गतिं। गोष्पदीकृतवारीशं वशकीकृतराक्षसं रामायणमहामाला रत्नं वन्दे नीलात्मजम्। अञ्जनानन्दनं वीरं जानकीशोकनाशनं कपीशमक्षहन्तारं वन्दे लङ्काभयङ्करम्। मङ्गलभवन अमङ्गलहारी मङ्गलभवन अमङ्गलहारी द्रौः सुदशरथ अजिर बिहारी द्रौः सुदशरथ अजिर बिहारी। जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई। जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई। कृपा करो गुरु देव की नाई। कृपा करो गुरु देव की नाई। जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई। मंगल भवन अमंगलहारी। जनक सुता जग जननी जानकी अतिशय प्रिय करुणा निधान की। ताके युगपद कमल मनाहूँ जासु कृपा निर्मल मति पाहूँ। We are in the forests of Janasthana. Sita has been kidnapped. Ravana has gone. He has struck down Jatayu. Jatayu is dying. We saw the dialogue of Rama and Lakshmana when Rama returned after the subterfuge played on him by Maricha. They were in search in the ashrama, and then Rama quickly going with Lakshmana and searching all the favorite spots of Sita in the forest. The place where she used to play with the squirrels and the deer, the place where she used to go to meditate, the place where she used to go to pluck flowers. They couldn't find her. Then how the animals had given some indication to Rama that something they are showing the direction in the sky in the southern direction. Now Rama and Lakshmana go in that direction and they find Rama is the first to notice the flowers of Sita lying on the forest floor, which he said, I remember I gave these flowers to her. And then they're coming upon the signs of some great conflict having taken place, a great battle having taken place. Rama seeing the large footsteps of a Rakshasa. Noting on the ground the fallen remnants of the chariot of Ravana and indeed the broken chariot itself, but not knowing who it belongs to. He's getting extremely angry. When Rama gets angry, what can one say? Kamban beautifully says that even the silent mind of the sages got disturbed. Rama is angry. How Lakshmana pleaded with him, we saw, to convince him that he should not destroy the whole world for the sake of one villain. Rama is not given to anger. But when angry, then it takes some doing to bring him down. Lakshmana does that. We saw that beautiful dialogues that they had last time. Lakshmana explaining to him why he should not be angry, how he should take this current situation. He says, karma, what has been done in the previous lives, what do we know? When we do it, we do not know the effect of what we do, and then when the effect comes, we do not ever remember what is it that we did for which these effects have come. Rama, he tells him beautifully, it is you who taught me that. Who am I to teach you anything? Not even Brihaspati can teach you anything. Etc. And how Rama restrained his anger and they start searching again. We saw that. And then we came across that beautiful scene, that pathetic scene as well, where that Rama comes across that huge bird, Jatayu, lying on the single path through the forest, blocking it on the forest floor, far away, lying down, a huge mountain of a bird. And the initial reaction of Rama in Valmiki Ramayana is that this eagle has eaten up my Sita. This is a Rakshasa in disguise. Because after the Maricha episode, he suspects anybody and everybody to be a Rakshasa in disguise. And now he takes up his bow and says, I am going to kill it right now. He thinks that Jatayu is having a good dose, afternoon sleep, after eating up Sita, when he had found the opportunity when neither Rama nor Lakshmana was there. Picking up his bow, each step making the earth quake, he walks toward Jatayu, and Jatayu looks up to him, raises his head. He's badly hacked. The wings have been torn apart, his legs have been cut. His flanks have been slashed by the great sword of Ravana, the Chandrahasa sword. That sword has been given to Ravana by Lord Shiva, Chandrahasa. He had to use that sword to hack Jatayu. And Jatayu we saw how he had told Rama that Rama, that herb, Oshadhi, even in a whole forest, there's a single Oshadhi that you have to search for. You are searching for that Oshadhi, that Devi, Sita that you search for. Ravana has snatched her along with my life, he tells him. We saw that. Then he quickly explains what has happened to Rama and then tells Rama, Ravana has already killed me. So please, you don't have to kill me too. And then Rama, realizing what has happened, throwing the bow onto the ground and flinging himself on the ground and catching hold of the great bird, embracing him, crying, weeping, telling Lakshmana, what a wretch am I that misfortune after misfortune is piling upon me. And it is because of my wretched ill luck, my karma, my destiny, that this great bird has to die today. If it is not for me, it would not have happened like this to Jatayu. It is my ill luck, etc. We saw that last time. And he had told Lakshmana, and Valmiki says, Ityeva muktva bahusho raghavassaha Lakshmana jatayusham chapasparsha pitrisneham vidarshayan. Rama and Lakshmana both started stroking Jatayu. Valmiki beautifully says, displaying affection that they would to their father, pitrisneham, because he is a father's friend, Jatayu, Dasharatha's friend. Kamban says, Jatayu with that beak, that terrific beak, that beak has not been cut by Ravana. That beak with which he had smashed the crown on the 10 heads of Ravana. With that beak, he kissed the crown, the head of Lakshmana and Rama, it seems, when they were patting him. In Kamba Ramayanam, Rama gets angry once again when he sees this pitiable, sorry state of Jatayu. He looks around and he tells Jatayu, Jatayu, you died. You are giving up your life because you had to fight with Ravana all by yourself. Ravana had superior strength and he had superior weapons when he fought with you. And there was nobody to help you. Where did all these devas go? He gets angry. Where did all the devas go? Why did none of them come to your help? You will see me destroy all the celestials today. I shall smash the sun off from the sky. I shall smash the stars. I am going to destroy each and every one of the 5 elements. Agni, Vayu. I will destroy the 7 worlds above and the 7 worlds below. I am going to destroy everything that is there within the 8 directions and outside the 8 directions. You will see Jatayu, all creation disappear like bubbles of water. He's very angry. He's shouting like that. And when Rama is angry, the whole of creation is terrified. Kamban says the sun wanted to quickly go behind the mountain and hide. Earlier it was Lakshmana who had pacified Rama when he had got angry. Now Jatayu comes into the act and he tells Rama, Rama, may you live long, but may you not have any anger. There should not be the least vestige of anger in you, Rama, he tells him. A dying Jatayu, in the position of his father's friend, takes the liberty of telling Rama a few things that nobody else has told him. He will tell now. He tells Rama, the Devas and the Rishis were hoping that they could defeat Ravana with your help. How can they do that if you kill them all? You have seen what Ravana has done to me, Rama. And he has done that because of the boons that he has got for being invincible, the boons that have been given to him by Pitamaha Brahma. He has got those boons. With that, he has done this, what he has done. And you know well that the Devas, including Brahma, pay homage to him. How do you expect them to come and fight with Ravana? Devas are alive today thanks to the fact that Lord Vishnu gave them Amrita in days of yore. Otherwise would Ravana have left them to live now. Yes, you are angry. You are angry because Sita has been abducted. She has been kidnapped. But tell me, whose fault is it? It is your fault, Jatayu tells him. Your fault. You should not have followed that Maya Mrigam. Leaving poor, tender Sita alone, you left her. You went. The two of you left her. You are the ones to blame. You are a blemish to your race, he tells. Jatayu tells Rama, you are a blemish to your race. Only you are to be faulted. How can you blame the whole world for a fault that you have committed? Now, do what needs to be done. Go destroy the Rakshasas. Wipe away the sorrow of your wife Sita. Fulfill the wishes of the Devas. Go establish the truth of the Vedas, Rama. Go eliminate all evil, says Jatayu to Rama. Kamman says Rama listened to Jatayu just like he would have listened to Dasharatha, his father. And he finds that what Jatayu has said is very reasonable. That he should not direct his anger against the world. And that he should instead direct it against that one enemy and his clan. So he restrains his anger. We come back to Valmiki. In Valmiki now, Rama is embracing the dying Jatayu and asking him, Kwa Maithili? Where is Maithili? Jatayu, tell me, where is Maithili? And he had asked him, we left it at that point last time. He had asked Jatayu, if you can speak at all, may all be well with you. Please tell me. Tell me about Ravana. Why did he carry her off? What did I do to him? What did Sita say? How did she look like when all this was happening? What was her state? And then he asks Jatayu, Katham virya, katham rupam, kim karma sacharakshasa, kvachasya bhavanam tata, bruhi me paripruchata, katham virya. About Ravana. Now he is focused. He wants to know the opponent. He knows a job has to be done. He has to understand who he is dealing with. What is his strength? So he asked Jatayu, Katham Virya? How strong is Ravana? Katham Rupaha? What does he look like? Kim Karma? What exactly did he do? Kvachasya Bhavanam? Where does he live? Tata, he says to Jatayu, father. He calls him father. Father, I am asking you, I am eager to know. Please tell me if you can. We had stopped there last time. We continue from there now. Tamudvikshya tadinatma vilapantamanantaram vachati sannaya ramam jatayurdam abravit. Deenatma. Jatayu, you must remember, Jatayu is on the ground. His wings have been slashed. His legs have been chopped. His flanks have been slashed. Yet, minute reading of Ramayana will show you that he has got his head up. He's lifted his head up when he's looking at Rama and Lakshmana. It's an effort for a dying any creature. He's got his head up and looking at Rama. And what does Jatayu see? Vilapantam. Anantaram vilapantam deenatma. Rama is lamenting. He looks at Rama who looks like a deenatma. Like an unfriended creature. Rama is looking distraught. Here is Jatayu dying a heroic death and he is seeing Rama in this state. He is barely able to speak, he is barely able to see Jatayu himself. His voice is sinking into a whisper and he tells Rama, now. Khrita rakshasendrena ravanena vihayasa mayamastaya vipulam vatadurdina sankulam. Rama's Sita has been carried off by the king of Rakshasas. He took her along the way of the sky. And he used his magic powers, his wizardry. He used his wizardry, great wizardry, to raise high winds and clouds to obscure the sun, so he could go above that unseen at great speed. Having cut down my wings when I was tired to the point of exhaustion. The Rakshasa went in the southern direction, taking Vaidehi with him. Uparudhyanti me prana drishtir bhramati raghava pashyami vrikshan sauvarnan ushira kritamurdhajan. Rama, uparudhyanti me prana. I am finding it very difficult to breathe. I am not able to breathe, Rama. Drishtir bhramati. My eyes are whirling. Pashyami vrikshan sauvarnan. I am seeing trees of gold which have got leaves of khaskhas. Khaskhas leaves. In our traditional scriptures, that is one of the signs of death. When you see a tree which is not of wood but made of gold and does not have leaves but has got stalks of khaskhas, it is a sign of death. I am seeing that, Jatayu tells Rama. येन यातो मुहूर्तेन सीतामादाय रावणः विप्रनष्टं धनं क्षिप्रं तत्स्वामि प्रतिपद्यते विन्दो नाम मुहूर्तोऽयं स च काकुत्स्थनाबुदत् येन यातो मुहूर्तेन सीतामादाय रावणः. With great effort, Jatayu tells Rama that the time that Ravana snatched Sita was such, that muhurtam was such, that a man who loses his property at that time, he will recover it soon. That muhurtam's name is Vindu. In the Vindu muhurtam, if something of yours gets stolen at that point in time, then it is inauspicious for the person who steals. You will get back Sita. It was in the Vindu muhurtam that Ravana snatched Sita. Ravana did not know that. See, a muhurtam in our time, in Indian calibration of time, is 48 minutes. So, a 24-hour cycle has got 30 muhurtams. Daytime has 15, night time has 15. Daytime is generally looked at as starting at 6 a.m. ending at 6 p.m. Then 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. is night. Each 48 minutes has got a name. The daytimes 15 are Raudra, Shvetascha, Raudra, Shveta, Maitra, Sarabhata, Savitri, Vaishvadeva, Gandharva, Kupatha, Rohini, Tilaka, Vijayo, Nairrata, Shambaro, Varuna, Bhaga. Of this, the 11th one, which is called by different names, Vahini, Vijaya or Vindu. Ravana has snatched Sita at that time. Eleventh muhurtam during the daytime is between 2 p.m. to 2:48 p.m. At that time, Sita has been snatched by Ravana. So Jatayu says, you'll get her back. Ravana does not understand. That was not the time. It's a Brahma Muhurtam, no? Brahma Muhurtam is, in this calculation, it is between 4:24 a.m. and 5:12 a.m. In all the 24 hours of Muhurtams, that is supposed to be the most auspicious Muhurtam. Brahma Muhurtam. For yoga, for meditation. Anyway, it's a different subject. So Jatayu says, Ravana, who has carried off your beloved Janaki will soon perish, like a fish that has swallowed the hook. There is a fish that swallows the hook and then goes running away, swimming in the river, thinking it has now kidnapped that hook. It is going to die. That is what Ravana has done. Having first scolded Rama badly, so that his anger, which was misplaced, Jatayu put him in place as a father would his son, or even if a father doesn't, a father's friend would. Because a father's friend has got more freedom with the child than the father itself. So Jatayu, Dasharatha may never have scolded Rama. Jatayu did, saying, you are a blot on the race of your. Now he says, not to worry, Ravana did a foolish thing. He just didn't see the time, he snatched her. He's going to die. Do not mourn for Janaki. You will soon be diverting yourself in the pleasant company of Vaidehi, having slain Ravana in battle Rama. Valmiki says the eagle was dying, but his mind was very clear. And as he said this, that last sentence that he said, he suddenly vomited flesh and blood. He knew that the very last moment had come. He told Rama, Putro Vishravasah Sakshat Bharata Vaishravanasya Cha Ityuktva Durlabhan Pranan Mumocha Patageshwara. He said, started one sentence. He said, Putro Vishravasah Sakshat Bharata Vaishravanasya Cha. He said, he's actually the son of Maharshi Vishravas and the brother of Kubera. Bhrata Vaishravanasya. He said this one half sentence. And then the lordly bird, Pranan Mumocha. Durlabhan Pranan Mumocha, says Valmiki. He gave up his life, which is so precious. The precious life stopped. He just said, the son of Vishravas, the brother of Kubera, and he died. Where Rama was standing next to him, Valmiki says, saying, Bruhi, say, tell, he is saying. But he couldn't complete that sentence. Bruhi, iti Ramasya Kritanjale. Rama was with folded hands standing in front of Jatayu saying, just tell me. He couldn't complete. The life of the vulture ceased and went off to the sky, leaving the body. Sadikshipya shirau bhumau prasarya charanau tada vikshipya cha shariram swampapata dharani tale. Up until now, it had managed to keep its head up, like that, lying down. No, that fell. Valmiki says the head fell. There's a broken claw of the feet. It was in some crazy angle. All that just fell. His feet is sprawling. The body just one violent shake it had. sprawled out dead. It seems the connoisseurs, they sometimes wonder and they ask, how is it that Jatayu lived till now, after that slaughter that Ravana had done to it? 20 hands he had attacked it. Apparently, the answer to this lies in Skanda Puranam. In Skanda Puranam, there is a verse, Jatayu asking Sita when she is being taken away by Ravana and he is lying on the ground hacked. He asks Sita, Devi mam praharajendra yavat sambhashanam mama bhavatas sanme prana ityaha janaki. He had asked Sita, Devi, may my life be there in this body until the moment I could convey this to Rama. Bless me that I don't die before that. And Sita had said, Iti. So that is how Jatayu was, that breath was there, that life breath, that minimal life breath was there. Up until this point he had said, the son of Vishwas, the brother of Kubera, and he died. Apparently this verse gets finished, continued. Later in Kishkindha Kanda, when his brother Sampati will tell Hanuman what he would have said now, that will come later. The whole Kishkindha Kanda will be in between. As he looked at the dead eagle, Rama was crushed with grief. He told Lakshmana, having lived long years of happiness in this jungle of Dandaka, this lord of birds has shuffled its mortal coil in the same forest. Lakshmana, death conquers all. He was the ruler of the eagles. He got the rulership of the eagles from a father to the son. He had inherited the rulership of the eagles. And he had ruled for many years. He relinquished that rulership and gave up his life for me. For my sake. Lakshmana, the grief that has been caused to me by the abduction of Sita is not anything compared to the grief that is caused to me by the death of Jatayu. This bird is worthy of all worship that I would offer to my father Dasharatha. Lakshmana, collect firewood. I shall cremate Jatayu. You know the way the cremation is done and the traditional ways. There will be, of course, the logs of logs, etc. But then the fire has to be lit by Arani, no? You have one wood with a hollow, the other has to be rubbed against it with the chanting of the mantra, the fire will be lit, that will have to be put in some cotton, that will then be taken. So that entire process of creating a fire, which is used even now in traditional Agnihotram. When you find a traditional Agnihotri family today, they are there even today. They do it in this manner. They don't use a matchbox to strike and light the Agnihotram. So there, Rama asked for that. Lakshmana quickly went, he collected all the logs, he did that. The body of the dead bird lay there huge. A big stack of logs had been kept for the cremation. Rama lit the fire. And then he said aloud, Yagatir yagyashilanam ahitagnescha yagati aparavartina yacha bhumi pradayinam maya tvam samanugyato gacchalokananuttamam gridharaja mahasatva sanskritascha maya vraja. Gridharaja, he says, O king of eagles, O Mahasattva, he says. He says, Jatayu is a Mahasattva. His purity is unmatched. Rama doesn't give certificates easily. Never. He says, Mahasattva. That gati, that state which is attained by those who offer yagyas in the proper manner. That state which is attained by those who perform Agnihotra unremittingly, properly, in niyama, every day. That state which is attained by warriors who do not show their back in battle. That state which is attained by those who make gift of their land. May you, O King of Eagles, attain a state that transcends these. May you attain a state, may you go to the worlds of unparalleled bliss. O King of Eagles, Maya tvam samanugyato. Can be translated approximately like this: by my will or by my permission or by my grace. And by virtue of the last rites that I perform for you, may you attain the world that transcends all this, says Rama. And then he mounts the body of that eagle in the blazing fire. And Dadaha Ramo Dharmatma Swabandhumiva Dukkhitah. He burned that body and his heart was in, he was sorrowing as he would for his own family. Swabandhumiva Dukkhitah. Then that mighty Rama, accompanied by Saumitri, he went into the forest to kill a deer. He killed a deer. He brought it. He kept it near Jatayu, where the cremation was going on. He cut it open. He took out flesh. He put darbha grass, kusha grass. He made balls of pinda from those flesh. And then he offered it for the spirit of the great bird. And then he said, Valmiki says, Yat tat pretasya martyasya kathayanti vijataya tat sarva tat swarga gamanam tasya pityam ramo jajapah. He says the Vaidikas have prescribed certain mantras which have to be chanted for the father to achieve Swargalokam. When the father is cremated, certain mantras are chanted which help attain the father's soul attain Swargalokam. Those mantras Rama chanted for Jatayu. And then after that, Rama and Lakshmana, the two princes, they went to Godavari river, which was nearby. And then they got into Rama and both of them went into the waters. And then they offered Jalatarpanam to Jatayu. Kamban says, when Rama entered into the Godavari, it looked as if a blue-black rain-bearing cloud entered the river. And at the same time, the sun entered into the western ocean, as if the sun, which is in a sense a relation of Jatayu, being both of them from Kashyapa coming to offer Tarpanam to its Dayadi, it also entered the western ocean. Sagriddharajah kritavan yashaskaram sudushkaram karmarane nipatitah maharshi kalpena cha sanskritastada jagama punyam gatimatmanas shubham. Valmiki says the Griddharajah, that king of eagles, having done a very glorious deed, an impossible deed that he had done, and he had fallen in the battlefield. The last rites that Rama had performed for him, Valmiki says, Maharshi Kalpena Sanskritah. It was the auspicious, he calls Rama as a Maharshi. It is the Maharshi Maharshi has done the last rites for that bird. Because of that, the gati that Jatayu got, gatim atmana. Self-realization. Abidance in the self was granted. And Rama says, that world which transcends those that are attained by those who do Nitya Agnihotram, by those who offer yajnas, by those who do not show their back in battle, by those who make gifts of land, to that world which transcends all these and is full of inexhaustible blissfulness. That is Atma Gati. That Gati Rama gives to Jatayu. Maharshi Kalpena says. The Sanskritam, the word he is using, he's saying, Maharshi Kalpena Sanskritas Kritam is deed. Sanskritam is beautifully done. So refinedly done. Only a Maharshi's deed is something which will be perfect. The karma that is done by a Maharshi will be perfect. Which is why we see as well in recent times how Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi had given the state of that which Jatayu got to Kau Lakshmi. He built the Samadhi himself. He gave that state to a crow, to a dog, to a deer, to a peacock. He gave as much attention to the last rites of Lakshmi as he would to anybody else, or even more. And he wrote with his own hand the Venba there, saying he has attained mukti. Attained mukti, he wrote. Signature he gave. My authority. Bhagavan's authority. He says mukti. When people said, could Lakshmi, a cow, have attained mukti? Is it possible? To him, he said, why? Gajendra moksha liyo. Now, see, in India you will find many places where they will say this is where Jatayu died. This is where Rama did the last rites of Jatayu. And if you ask me, I would say that is so in all those places. In Kanchipuram, there is a temple called Tiruput. In Kanchipuram is Tiruput Kuri. It's a Vaishnava Divya Desham, I think. Put is bird, Kuri is where he was. In that Sthala Purana, maybe it was buried instead of cremated. So that is a temple very famous. The Sthala Purana is for Jatayu. Similarly, near Kumbakonam, near Swami Malai, there is a temple. Pulla Bhutangudi. Pulla Bhutangudi is also a Divya Desham. Where Rama is supposed to, there is a Tirtham, Jatayu Tirtham. Where Rama is supposed to have offered Tarpanam to Jatayu. There the Loka Sthala Puranam is an interesting variant. See, when you do karma, no, your wife has to be near you. This Hinduism puts these constraints into the life of people. Now, where was Sita? Sita had been kidnapped. Rama wanted to do karma for Jatayu, and Rama wants to do karma, he will do karma. He never could do karma for his father. Ingudi, some small balls of that thing he gave for his father, that too much later, many days, maybe a month after he passed away. Here, systematically, he has chanted all the verses. Rama chanting the verses of the Veda too, and saying, he is ordering all nature, everything, that Jatayu will get the highest state. By my Anugyato. Very few times Rama will exert authority over all cosmos, all creation, everything. He will, without saying, without declaring who he is. He does that for Jatayu. So there he is in this temple, where this temple is now. Pulla Bhutangudi, when he wants to do this Tarpanam and Sita is not there. Apparently Bhuma Devi comes in a lotus from under the water. It's like, in my presence you will do it. Bhuma Devi is Sita herself. Mother of Sita is Sita. So in that temple you will find in the Rama Sannidhi there is no Sita, but there will be on Bhuma Devi on a lotus nearby. And I think there the Rama is in a very, very different column. He is lying down and he's got 4 hands in that temple. There is some story of an Alvar also along in that connection. So there, now recently I read that in Kerala, in Kollam district, a huge rock, which is traditionally associated again there with the place where Jatayu fell. Jatayu Mangalam, now called Chadaya Mangalam or something. Well, that rock is called Jatayu Para. Jatayu Pare. Oh, forgetting, I thought it was 5:30, 5:15, right. Jatayu Pare. So there, for the last maybe 5-10 years or so, they've taken that and they're cutting out and they're making a sculpture of Jatayu in that rock, which is supposed to be about 150 feet long, 100 feet broad, 60 feet high. Of Jatayu, if you see the paintings, it will be in the post like what we saw. His head up, his body broken on the ground. I don't know what is the state now, whether they have completed or not, but this project was going on. Jatayu lying, as they say in English, spread-eagled on the ground. I was wondering where this word spread-eagled came from. Apparently, when you see the insignia of these countries, all that emblems, many countries have got this eagle. Eagle is authority like lion. So you will find the eagle symbols normally. One eagle will be having one head, one side. Both the wings will be fully opened out and the legs will be stretched. That position is called spread eagle. Complete stretched, everything stretched, and then lying on the ground. That's called lying down spread eagle. Jatayu was like that, in that pose, but then here with the head up, they are sculpting it there. So we'll conclude there today on that note. But there was something that I wanted to share. I'll do that next time. The beautiful verse from Adhyatma Ramayana, the translation of Jatayu's prayer to Rama, his praise of Rama. Jatayu gets Vishnu, the Paramapadam of Mahavishnu when he dies. So in Adhyatma Ramayana and others, when the cremation is done, he will emerge in the form of Vishnu itself. Vishnu Dutas will come to take him to Vaikuntham. They will also be looking like Vishnu only. And then he will sing to Rama, the praise of Rama. It's a very beautiful verse. But what I will do now is I will not sing all that, but I will tell you the end of that. There is a Falashruti. I will tell you what the Falashruti is. Because whether that shloka is said or not, the Falashruti goes like this. One who listens, Rama says this. This is not, Rama himself says this. Jatayu, may all auspiciously be yours. I grant you that supreme Vishnu state of mind. And then says, one who listens to this prayer of Jatayu, or one who writes it, or one who reads it with devotion, such a one will have my remembrance at the point of death and shall attain oneness with my form. So this today we have had the great privilege of listening and sharing and thinking about and speaking about the great moksham of Jatayu. There are a few things, there are a few incidents in our epics which stand out. One of them is Jatayu moksham. It is always spoken of with great respect. If you take the cultured and our elders who have had steeped in listening to katha in various forms, when they hear that Jatayu moksham is going to be told, they will go. Jatayu moksham கேட்கணும். It is considered so meritorious, so punyam to hear the great end of Jatayu. On that note, we'll conclude today. Hara Namah Parvati Pataye. Janaki Kanta Smaranam. Gopika Jivana Smaranam. Vetrivel Muruganukku. Shri Sadguru Swaminah. Shri Anjaneya Swaminah.